thank you for joining practice. Please respect your limitations, practice according to your condition and according to your abilities, and don't feel obliged to do all the variations that I do, nor in the same number of repetitions. Remember, the practice is an offering. Imagine all beings are experiencing this through you, so you want to deliver the best experience possible. So be self-aware and be conscious when you practice, so that you can benefit all beings through your practice. So let's begin. Close the eyes, bring the attention to the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart, the spiritual heart, the residing place of God. Tune your mind to that supreme divine essence that is within that space. Fix your mind on that alone. Rest your thoughts in that alone. And in that you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we acquire the intellect to attain that knowledge. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only upper peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. To make this practice even more powerful, more significant, and even better than meditation, renounce all the fruits. Do the practice because it must be done for the benefit of all. Let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just imagine you're channeling the Guru through your voice. Move your lips, you derive all benefits, though you're chanting it perfectly. If you do know it, chant it with volume and conviction so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Vasa Vashtanga Topi Vayaha Smaripantrikaksham Sabaya Vihantraha Stihi. Do spiritual breathing in order to connect with the divine within, establish a deep connection with God. Raise your arms up, the palms slightly turned up. From the fingertips, inhale the best of the best down through the arms, right into the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding all the attention of the breath at the spiritual heart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, just the breath out. Everything you pulled in stays within. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale down through the arms, right into the heart, the spiritual heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, holding it all there, hold the attention and the breath there to attract and keep the prana there and everything. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale everything you need down through the arms, right into the spiritual heart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all in the heart as an offering to God who resides there. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms down now. Purify our pranayama to purify the nadis. These are psychic receptors that are found all throughout the body. It is said that there's over 350,000 of them. Countless number. When they're fully open and purified, you can realize more for yourself And the more you can realize for yourself, the more you can share with others. Everything is meant to be shared. So for this one, imagine all the purifying effects going all throughout the body to purify all these psychic receptors up to the crown, and then on the exhale, expel all the impurities out with the breath. 4 counts for the inhale, 12 for the breath retention, and 8 for the exhale out of the left nostril. For the breath retention, apply the throat and the root lock. Contract the buttocks, push the belly button into the front of the spine for the root lock. For the throat lock, try to raise the chest as much as you can, not the shoulders, the chest through the inhale, and then when it comes time for the breath retention, you just bring your chin down. Try to keep your back straight. This is why you lift your chest. The tip of the tongue to the mouth behind the teeth will seal off the locks and the attention at the space to your eyebrows. For the exhale, release the locks, the tension in the throat and the root, and just evenly exhale out until you're empty by the 8th count. Left hand Jnana Mudra on the left knee, right hand, second, third fingers fold down to the palm. This is Vishnu Mudra. Turn the palm towards you, no longer Vishnu Mudra. But thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left. So let's begin. Sit up tall and straight. Breathe out through completely to empty the lungs. Inhale through both nostrils. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Plug the nose, both nostrils. 2, 3, 4. Apply the locks at the throat and the root. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out to the left. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Should be even and steady when the breath moves out. 7, 8. Inhale again through both nostrils. 3, 4. Hold the breath again. Everything stops. All the attention to center the forebrow. 4. All the activity of the mind, the body, and emotions is though we're frozen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3. Remember with control. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again. 3, 4. Hold the breath. At the space to the eyebrows is your attention. 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale out to the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. Keep the chest high, the chin right against it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The right hand comes back down on the right knee. Observe the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. No expectation as to what you should or should not observe. No attachment to the results. So now let's do sound breathing. So for this one, you're contracting, not contracting, but you imagine there's an aura around you. This increases your aura, which is, you can imagine a big sphere surrounding you to protect you from psychic attacks. This is negative energy that's directed towards you, whether it's coming intentionally or unintentionally. So you're concentrating also in different areas of the body in order to bring healing. If you bring the intention of healing, then you'll get those benefits. Send them out to all beings as well. So each area, there's a certain color associated with each of the areas in the body. So when you bring your attention there with the colors, it increases your imagination also. It's always good to have good visualization skills and good imagination. So again, you can realize more for yourself. So hands in Jnana Mudra on the knees, starting at the lower 3 chakras. The center of the consciousness located in the root of the body, the sacral area, and the navel. So Color that whole area with red. The sound is ah, just allow the sound to ride the breath. Inhale. Next, go to the heart. Color is green. The sound is U, higher pitch this time. Inhale. Use a pause between each of these sounds so as to allow the vibrations, the benefits to integrate. Next is the base of the throat, color blue. Inhale. Go now to the center of the forebrow. The sound is sun, S-U-N. Concentrate mostly on the latter part of the sound. Imagine those vibrations produced will dislodge all the impurities from wherever they're residing in the body, to carry it out in the bloodstream, to be carried out of the body entirely. The color is another shade of blue, different from one you pictured for the throat. So, I can't remember, did we do the throat, base of the throat? I don't think we did. So the base of the throat, the sound is sun. Oh, we did do it. Okay, sorry. So at the space between the eyebrows now, the sound sun, again, another shade of blue. Actually, indigo. So take a deep breath in, dark purplish blue. Sun. Finally, the crown. The sound is sum, S-U-M. Again, concentrating on the latter part of the sound, the vibrations. Imagine the whole brain, the whole top of the head is vibrating. This helps to produce mental sharpness and clarity. That's important because we want to have the ability to discern. And discernment allows us to understand the true nature of the self. So we want to cultivate that ability. The color is violet at the crown. Take a deep breath in. Begin the asana practice. Try to make this an expression of devotion and love to the highest self that is within, to God who is residing within. Remember, God resides equally in all forms. So celebrate all beautiful, magnificent ways that God is present in this universe, within each and every one of us. Come to standing. So we're going to start off with some warm-ups in order to warm up the joints, to prepare the body better for the practice. And so we'll start off by removing, this also helps to promote the release of impurities that are residing all throughout the body. So this one, imagine that you're trying to shake all the impurities out of the organs. So the technique is we breathe in, and as we exhale, we bring the hands on the knees, hold the breath out, relax the belly muscles, and just start to pump the belly button in and out as fast as you can. Try for about 50 times. Feel all the impurities being shaken out of the organs. Now keep holding the breath out. Push the belly button into front of the spine, hollow out the area underneath your rib basket. Then feel as though the heart were pushing right between your shoulder blades as well. Come back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, come down. Empty lungs completely. And while you stay empty, relax the belly muscles again. Pump the belly button in and out. And throw it against the front of the spine. Hold them. Keep holding the breath out. Push the belly button into front of the spine again. And release, come back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. So it's always good if you do that exercise, it's always good to just move the belly a little bit. And in order to really promote the release, you can also, it's also good to drink some lemon water, warm lemon water before you do this exercise. So let's continue now the rest of the warm-ups. Hands on the hips. Let's move all the joints, starting with the neck, the joints in the neck. Roll the head all the way around. Try to get your ears to the shoulders, the chin to the chest, the back of the head to the top of the back. Go in the other direction now. Good. Now arms up, inhale, exhale down. Continue. Do the exercise with vigor and enthusiasm. Inhale straight up the arms, exhale down. Okay, just give me 1 second, I have to fix the camera. So now, inhale, arms out in front, at the height of the shoulders. Exhale, snap them back to the front of the shoulders. Now, swing the arms back and forth. Throw the arms back, try to get the arms behind the ears. Next, arms across the chest, inhale. Exhale, throw them back. Alternates across each time. Left arm over the right, then the right arm over the left. Next, arms up over the head, inhale. Exhale, swing the body down. Throw the belly against the thighs. One more. Just stay down here for a moment. Allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. And then allow the body to roll back up. Next one has a squat. If you can't come down all the way, just come down as far as you can. Be careful of your knees if you have any issues there. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, drop down. And next, come back up. Elbows up to the side, about the height of the shoulders. Swing from side to side. If you know Kapalabhati, you can do that. So you just breathe out as you complete the twist on each side. Turn the head all the way around. See all the way around you. And back to the center. center. Next one, 4 movements again. There's a squats in this one. There's also a jump. But again, modify as you need to. You don't have to jump. If you have any issues with your knees, you can just lift your heels. Okay, so it looks like this. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale jump up, exhale down. Next, arms out in front, the wrists the height of the shoulders, circle around backwards to the front, and inhale, exhale, pull in and press right back out. Feel as though the arms were spring-loaded. Next, same movement, but the arms start in down position, so you're going a circle and a quarter. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down right away. Good. Next, open up the feet. The toes beyond the edge of the mat, going from side to side. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the right, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. And then conclude the next move. The next exercise is the same movement, but the breathing's a little bit different. Left arm up, inhale. Hold the breath, bend to the right. Come back up on the exhale. Then go, of course, the other side. Right arm up, inhale. Hold the breath, keep increasing the bend. And come back on the exhale. Inhale up. Go to the right. Stretch the whole top side of the body. Come on, up, back, up. Go to the other side. Try not to incur wrinkles in the waist and the underside of the body, the underside of the body. And then come back. Keep going. Back up. Go to the other side. All the movements graceful. Move in a way that doesn't agitate the mind. Try to keep the mind always in the temperament undisturbed, unjudging, unaffected. Attune your mind to the eternal witness that is within. Eventually you lose the identification of the body, the mind, and emotions. These are not you, true self. What is the true nature is way beyond anything in the material world. It is eternal, immutable, stainless. Remember, all beings are experiencing this through you. Back up. Go to the other side. Reach as you hold the breath. Stretch. to your limit. And back. Good, one more on each side. Extend. Each time you reach, go a little bit further perhaps. Make some efforts. And go to the other side. When you see the progress that you make, you remain enthusiastic in your practice. And come back. And come on to your hands and knees now for cat-cow. Your wrists in line with your shoulders, your knees about hip width apart. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, powerful but graceful movements. Exhale. Inhale, telescope your trunk out of the hips, the neck out of the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the belly skin and the throat. Exhale, stretch the back skin and the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try not to make wrinkles in the lower back or the back of the neck. Keep stretching that area. Exhale. When you bring the chin in, still keep a little bit of space so that you don't close off the air passage. Inhale. Exhale, as though you're holding a tennis ball underneath your chin. Inhale. Exhale. Push the chest in and up through the shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. And the belly button right through the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Next one, come back to neutral back. This is for the hips. So we're going to raise the right leg up on the inhale. Swing it out to the right on the exhale and throw it back up there. Continue. You can keep your leg bent if you need to. You can also slow down and move it. Also, if you're more flexible, try to get your foot right over your head. And then the other leg. Left leg up, inhale, swing it out to your left. Okay, so now come onto your belly. Use a cushion if you need to underneath your hips, or just underneath your belly actually, with the bottom edge just at the tops of the legs. So this works the upper back muscles. You want to engage the buttocks, the upper back muscles. If you can, squeeze your hands together, heel your palms together as you come up. So inhale up. Exhale, back down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Press the tops feet into the mat and the hips. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. One more. Hold this one. Up, and down. Relax. Breathe in, and breathe out all fatigue. So next one. You can either have your fingertips on either side of the body, your feet up, and then you can just lift your chest and your thighs and come back down. So you can do this type of movement as you keep your feet up.
Okay, if you can, take hold of your legs just over the ankles. And inhale, come up or push your heels back away from the head. Exhale down. If you can, pull the legs, you can get your thighs up off the mat. And each time come up higher, really pull your legs up and down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Suddenly hold again. Up, get up higher, look up so you can see your toes over your head. And back down. Rest. Forehead on the hands, breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Taking that cushion out underneath me. Should we? Okay. Next we're going to roll on our belly. So again, you can take hold of your ankles if you can. If you need, you can use rings or a strap also. If you're more flexible, you can hold closer to the knees. And just roll back and forth. Massage the abdomen. And you'll come right back onto your knees. And release. Forehead on the hands, breathe in. And breathe out. So now let's come back. Again, modify the movements as you need to. If they don't suit your condition, then you can skip it also. But try to do some kind of modification so you get, some the same type of idea, movement. So from here, 4 movements of this one. Inhale, come up into high cat, rounded back. Exhale, drop your hips in your hands, chest forward, the head goes back. Inhale, back into high cat. Exhale, the seat goes back behind your heels. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, roll the shoulders down, the head goes back. Keep the neck long so the head can move back even more. Take the seat back. Inhale, come up. Come forward. Push the chest all the way forward. Raise the chest as well. And come back up. Inhale. Push up to your shoulder blades. Exhale, come back down with your seat on the heels. Inhale, come up. And forward. So get this body wave going. Inhale. To work the spine to make it supple and strong. So it becomes a better conduit for all the energy that arrives up to it. And back up. Inhale. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. And forward. Inhale, back up. And back. Try to move in a way that doesn't create any kinks in the lower back or the back to the neck. And forward. Uncoil. Inhale, back up. Tuck the chin back in, round it back. Exhale, seat behind your heels. Inhale, rounding. And flexing. Rounding again. Flattening and lengthening. Up. Imagine your wave emerging from the ocean, reaching its full height, starting to crest and diminish and disappears back in the water, and continue up and forward. Up and forward. See yourself moving, see the body moving in your mind. Up and forward. You become what you see in your imagination. Up, you become what you believe is possible, and back. Inhale. Exhale. Telescope your neck out of the shoulders, the trunk out of the hips, up and back. Inhale, keep your chin tucked in, and then you drop your hips down to your hands, head goes back. Don't jam up the back of the neck. Inhale and back. And one more. Inhale up. Shoulders down, the neck goes, the front throat stretch, the head goes back. Inhale and back. Exhale. Rest for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. So the next one, we're going to creep through into Cobra. If you can't glide on your belly, you can just come back into your baby plank, drop your hips down, and take your head back. And we hold the breath and the pose on the breath retention. Exhale, go back. So the entry is done on the inhale. If you can, glide between the arms, brush your nose greens coming forward. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Remember, shoulders down, away from the ears. And back, exhale. Inhale, drag yourself forward. Pull the elbows in towards the body. Turn the fingers out a little bit. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back. Open up the heart in every sense. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Come forward. Come all the way up. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Be like the mighty serpent. And back. Attune your mind to what you're representing. See God in all the forms. Come forward. Try to embody all the divine qualities. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless like the serpent. Come back. Come forward now. Again. Make like a snake creeping through the grass and then coiling majestically. And back. Try to merge as a form. Come forward. And then when you imagine yourself, imagine that all the qualities of that, what you're representing, you might find more ease and more one with the form. Come forward, hold the breath, hold the pose. And back. Now we're going to move a few more joints. Come forward, as you come to your hands. Press into your fingertips, lift your palms up, open up your knees, bring your toes up towards the head. King Cobra. And back. It doesn't matter if your feet don't touch the head, just try your best. Work the knees a little bit. Imagine there's socks like holding behind your knees. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back. Make sure your pelvis is down. Come forward, otherwise your feet won't come up quite as high. Your hips right behind your hands. Push into your fingertips, get more height. And back, exhale. Inhale. Good. Your wrists right in front of your hips. Your elbows squeeze in the sides of the body. And back. Come forward. Hold the breath, hold the pose. If you're pushing your fingertips to get more height, to give yourself a little bit of thrust and power. And back. Lots of power in those fingertips. Come forward. Push hard into the fingertips. And back. Rest again in child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back onto your belly and flip over onto your back. Now, arms up over the head, inhale, stretch. Exhale, come into a tuck. Squeeze the knees in towards the shoulders up towards the knees. Inhale. So you can get your chin right between your knees. Your forehead to your hands above your knees. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze tight. Pouring everything in. Inhale. Compact yourself, make yourself like a little ball. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Even the fingers and toes are stretching on the inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze everything tight. Heels come towards the buttocks. Good. The thighs on the belly. Inhale. Squeeze in. Feel your shoulders up off the mat. Try to get your shoulders right to your knees. Inhale. And tuck. Same movement. Breathing's different. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath now. Squeeze tight. And release, exhale. Inhale, elongate. Hold the breath. Tuck again. Use your elbows to squeeze against your legs. You can bring one fist in front of the other. Try to get your forehead on or closer to your hands. And release. Exhale. Inhale. No matter if your forehead doesn't make contact with your hands, just do your best. Concentrate on the center of the forebrow regardless. And exhale. Inhale. Make your mind one-pointed. Squeeze in tight. The mind always on offering everything to God. Release, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Surrender everything, all your actions to the highest self. Inhale. Hold and tuck. And release, let go of all expectations, all attachments to the results. Inhale. Hold the breath. Make as though you're the servant to all beings everywhere, serving for your practice. Release one last time. Inhale, stretch. And hold the breath. Tuck. And break the pose. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out, imagine you fainted. Good, so now roll your way up to seated position. You can throw your legs all the way back behind your head if you like. As you come down, plant your feet, and roll your way back up. Make your way to the front of the mat now. So continue some sun salutations. The front of the mat, hands to the heart. Surya Namaskara. Don't worry about the breath, just move the body, the breath will follow, and deliver more ease and powerful movements. Reach up and back, and fold down. Bend your knees if you need to bring hands flat on the ground. Right foot goes back, lower down the seat, lower down the knee. Come into the high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Swim right through between your arms. If you can, lift your hips and knees up off the ground. Upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Savanasana. Lift your seat, allow the head to come down. The right foot forward. If you like, you can lower the left knee down first though. Use your right hand if you need to push your foot forward. And then the feet come together, Uttanasana. Come up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home, hands to the hearts. Go up and back. Stretch the whole front of the body. And then stretch the back body. Toss of your head towards the feet. Left foot goes back. Onto the asana. Into the high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. And again. So right foot between the arms. See if you can lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Charge the legs. Upward facing dog. Back into downward facing dog. If you can get your heels, come right down. If you're flexible, the forehead comes down as well. Then the left foot comes forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down as though in humbleness. Come up again. Standing salutes. Back home, hands to the heart. Raise your arms up. Stretch. Fold the body down in half. Uttanasana. Right foot back. Into the plank. Knees down. This time bring your seats back. Glide forward. 3 times. Pull your body all up. Head back. Again, take the seat back, come forward. You can keep your hips down on the ground if you like for this one. Push your head all the way back, shoulders back. One more time. Take the seats back, come forward. Make a good snake recoiling. Adho Mukha Savanasana. Lift the seat, the head comes down, soften the line in the back, curve the spine. Then the right foot forward. As you bring the foot forward, because you're coming forward, shoulders over the fingertips so the foot doesn't land a big heavy thump. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come up to standing, reach up and back. And then back on the Pranayasana.
Go up and back.
And down we go.
Left foot back. Into plank. Knees down, the seat goes back. Come right through between your arms. Pull the elbows to the sides of the body. Roll the shoulders back, the head goes back. Again, take the seat back. Come forward. Move with power, but the utmost grace. And back. One more time. Propel your body forward with power. Bhujangasana, then downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Push your body into your thighs. Try to get your seat. Eventually line your heels instead of detaching your body from the legs. And then come right up to standing. Reach up and back.
Back home.
Go up and back. Reach.
And fold the body down. Uttanasana.
Right foot back. Into plank. Different variation. Bring your seat back. If you can, see if you can come right through without dropping the legs to the ground. Be careful, of course, of your joints. Modify as you need to do any of the other variations if you prefer. So upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg comes forward, right foot between your hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come up to standing, reach up and back, hands back apart. This is why we warm up. So to prepare the body to move with more ease. Uttanasana. Left foot back into the plank. Any entry of your choice into upward facing dog or cobra. Take your seat back if you can again. Push the elbows into the sides of the body. Push through your toes so you can float through without touching your thighs and your hips to the ground. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot comes forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come right to standing. Reach up and back. And hands back to the heart. Adding on. Reach up. As you go down, bend your knees, your belly on your thighs. Push your body into your legs. Get your seat up, your hands over your shoulders this time. The right foot back. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Kapyasana, raise your arms up, take your arms all the way back. Try to get the arms beside or maybe behind the ears. Hands behind the head also if you can. Right back into high plank. Into your upward facing dog or cobra. Any which way is suitable. That brings you to the edge of your potential. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up if you can. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot between the hands. Land the seat close to the heel. Reach up and back. Kapyasana. Shine your light from within. Now swing your hands behind the back. Join them together. Left foot comes forward to meet the right. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Arch back. And then come back home. Go up and back again. Reach up and back. And come down. If you're flexible, straight legs, maybe you can get the forehead right against the shins and top head close to your feet. Left foot goes back. Back knee down, sweep the arms up and back. Lean away from the front leg, push your lower back up and in. Come right back down into high plank, through into upward facing dog. Bhujangasana also always an option. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sink the heart, not the heart. Left leg up. Bring the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to seat, reach up and back. Open up your hearts in every way. Physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down his own humbleness. Come right to standing, reach up and back. And hands back to the hearts. All the transitions smooth and graceful like you're doing a divine dance devotion. Come down, belly on your thighs. Push your seat all the way up, your forehead towards your shins, your hands over your head. Right foot back. Oops. Kapyasana, reach up and back, stretch. And come back into high plank. Through into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up. Bring the foot between the hands. Back knee down. Reach up and back. Radiate your light like the moon or reflects the light of the sun. Swing your hands behind the back. Hold the breath so you can bring your left foot forward with control. No big heavy thumps on the ground.
reach up and back. Again, make the practice as beautiful as possible. It is an offering to God who resides within. Left side, reach up. Hinge at the hips. Fold the body down in half. Uttanasana. Left foot goes back. Kapiyasana. Stretch, pull the body away from the front leg, lean back, and come back into your high plank. Through into upward facing dog. Push your insides the body if you're doing the float without touching your thighs and your hips to the ground. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg goes up and bring the foot between your hands. Back knee down. Again, radiate your light from within. So your hands behind the back. Hold the breath. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Reach up and back. Stretch. Hands back to the heart. Good. So here, take pause. From the heart, inhale the left and heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Imagine love going into all beings everywhere. Just like the sun that shines down uniquely in everything. It's light and warm. Exhale back down to the heart, remaining established in divine, unconditional love for all. Good. So, we will continue with some other poses now. Standing in the middle of the mat. Let's try some balance poses. Let's try first tree pose. So if you are having trouble balancing, keep your toes on the ground. You can also stand your back against the wall. Have the foot somewhere along the leg, so not against the knee, but either above or below. If you can, right the root. If you can also do the lotus. Your knee right close to your shoulder, and then your foot turns up the top, the outside of your foot against the top of the left leg. If you have other variations here, you can lean forward with the right hand from behind. Use the left hand if you need to guide your hand to the foot, and then come upright with your left hand to your heart. That's not accessible, bring your hand over your head or in front of the heart. Now reach up, get nice and tall. If you can, look up as though you're always trying to find the sun. Be stately and tall, magnificent like the tree, and steady. But if the wind comes around, ready to bend so you don't snap. Keep nice and tall. Now from here into Garudasana, bring your knee up as high as you can. Turn to your left a little bit, point the toes, push the right thigh against the left leg. See if you can hook your foot around the back of the left leg. If it doesn't, just leave it out. Left arm over the right. Push the elbows forward in front of the shoulders. Keep your back straight as you can. Come down lower if you can. Be like an eagle, just contemplate where to fly next. About to take flight. And come back up. Try it on the other side now. Press into your foot, remember, become the form. Take your left foot up. Anywhere along the leg, again, just not against the knee. Really push the base of toes and heel into your leg, your toes as well. Or if you have a lotus, you can do that as well. Bring your knee up to the shoulder. Try to point the knee down. You can hold it even with your right hand if you can't, or take your left arm around and hold your elbow instead of the foot if you can't reach your foot. But if you lean forward and use your right hand to guide the foot, the hands, you might find the foot. The right hand to the heart, again, or up with both arms. Wherever you are is perfect. If you fall out of the pose, just come right back up again. Remember, it's the effort that's most important, not the results. Get ready for the next one. Bring your knee up as high as you can so that when it comes on the right leg, it's a little bit easier to bind. Point the toes, turn to the right a little bit, hook the foot, and then, or not, all good. The right arm over the left this time. Sink down. Break the pose, come back out. Next one.
Standing on your left foot, let's try ballet pose. Fix your gaze on a point, maybe about 3 feet in front of you. Take hold of the heel from the inside if you can with your right hand, thumb behind the heel, and extend your leg out to the side. If you're having trouble straightening the leg, you can hold underneath the knee. If you really can't stretch, you can just hold the knee. Stand against a wall, or with your left hand on the wall of your leg. If you're more flexible, bring the foot up. Try to have your toes and fingers on the same line. Be like a ballet dancer, strong and proud and graceful and poised. Good. Now we're going to take the right foot in. Take your left hand to the outside the knee. Your right hand come to your seat. Look behind you. Look over your right shoulder. If you can, slide your hand down to the foot. Push the big toe forward of the right foot. And you can extend your right arm back if you can. Turn your chest all the way to the right. Now release. Try it on the other side. Anchor down to the right foot. Take hold of the heel from the inside and bring the leg up. So it might look like a letter T with your fingers and toes on the line of the shoulders, or higher like the letter Y. Either way, offer up the pose. Don't worry about the results and just keep trying. Now bring your left foot in. Switch your hands so the right hand comes to the outside of the knee. Left hand on the seat. Push your hand at your seat, pull down, look over your left shoulder, keep your back straight, shoulders over the hips. Or reach for the foot, slide your hand down to the edge of the foot, push out to the base of the big left toe. Left arm comes back behind you, open up your chest to your left. Look back towards your left hand if you can. And then break the pose. Good. All right. So let's actually incorporate the next one in the flow of poses. Stand in the middle of the mat. Separate your feet. Jump or walk or step your feet apart. Turn to your left. Virabhadrasana. If you have more flexibility, come down a little bit lower. Try and get your knee over the back, over the toes, the 2 middle toes. Higher, it might look like this. Make sure your knee's not popping in, or you're not hunching forward. Keep your shoulders over the hips and have the strong and proud demeanor of a warrior, always ready to serve. Now from here, left arm can rest on the left thigh, the right arm over the head for Paschimottanasana. If you're more flexible, your hip is already about the height of the knee, you can bring your hand down to the ground. Lower right shoulder back. Now from here, bring the right hand back down to your seat. Slide your right foot in. Slide your left hand out. A little bit. So the hand about 14 or 16 inches in front of your left foot. Raise your right leg up. Come into Adho Chandasana. If you can, bend your left knee to anchor the left foot down. Bring the right knee in towards your body. If you need to hold your leg just over the ankle, above the ankle, and push your foot all the way up. Open up your chest. Pull on the foot. Should feel like a bow pose. If you have good balance, you can even experiment with taking left hand up off the ground, onto your heart, maybe in the hands of the foot. Do according to your abilities. And now bring the right foot back down, lower the knee down, turn forward. Kapyasana again. Rock your shoulders back, push your arms back behind the head, arch the back, lean away from the leg, keep your arms straight. Think of a crescent moon. There's no kinks or discontinent sharp bends anywhere along that curve. Smooth, graceful lines. If it's too much for your shoulders, hands can stay on the knees or tickle your opposite elbows if you can. Any variation you like that's suitable for your condition. If you have your hands on your seat, use your hands to remove all the wrinkles in your skin underneath your hands.
bring it down back up. Hands the inside of the left foot, the right of the foot. Lift the back knee, just scooch back and forth a few times. See if you can slide the right heel further back. And one more time, push it all the way back. As far as it will go, lower the knee, flatten out the toes. If your hips are low enough, fall onto your right forearm, and then roll back to your left. Both sides of your hips should be equally close to the ground. Telescope your head and chest forward. The more you lengthen, the more the body comes closer to the ground. If you're flexible, your hips are down, maybe the pelvis, the belly, and the chest will come down. So make sure that your left heel is down. Make sure your knee's not way in front of your foot. So it shouldn't be like this, nor if your knee falling away from your shoulder. This is why you move your foot out a little bit, so your knee and your heel can stay in the same line. Imagine you're a lizard just basking in the sun. Good, now come back onto your hands. Slide your left foot back. Your leg should look like a box. And you should be able to lift your left foot up. Bend the toes under and the back foot for balance, right arm up. So you can either just keep your hand on the outside of the left knee, your other hand on your waist or your seat. Pushing your seat, pull down, turn to your left. You're even leaning back a little bit. Take your left hand to your heel. Right arm can come over the head. Push against the heel. And then see, you turn a little bit more to your left. Look over your left shoulder. You can stay here or go into the full Padipita Paschimottanasana. Turn forward again. Right arm up, ankle the toe and knee towards the right. Go down to your left with your right arm. Your hands start the shoulders, but then you push down firmly. At the same time, raise the body up so the center chest is in line with your thumbs. And then so you can turn your face and chest all the way up. If you're flexible, take the bind. Go ahead, push your seat back, turn more to your left. Bend your fingers in towards your wrists. Use your left hand if you need to guide your hand underneath your leg. Join your hands underneath your belly. You can even take your right knee up off the ground. This you do without or without the bind. Break the pose. Come back to face the one into the mat. And roll all the way back up. Okay, so go to the right now. Right foot turns forward, Virabhadrasana. Come into the consciousness of a warrior. Always steadfast in their duty. Never hesitate. They never hesitate to protect and to serve. Paschimottanasana. Right forearm again on the front thigh. Left arm over the head. Make sure your hips not jutting up. Straight line from the foot all the way up to the hand, or hand on the ground if you have flexibility. Your hips should be about the height of the knee. Turn your face and chest up a little bit. Make your way into Adho Chandrasana. Left hand on the hip. Bring the left foot in. Right hand moves out. Okay, so about 14 to 16 inches. Stay on the fingertips and lift the left leg up. Left arm then comes out. Turn to the side. Shoulders one on top of the other as well as the hips. Break the toes. You can stay here or look down. Bend your right knee to anchor the right foot down. Bring your left knee right in towards your belly. Take hold of the leg just above the ankle. And then see if you can push your foot all the way up and away from your seat. It should feel like a bow pose. So sometimes this type of thing that happens. If you can, really pull on the leg. And then you can do other variations from here if you know them. Hold the breath. Your hip should be over the heel to find the balance. Your right hand to your heart, or pull heel in towards the seat. Take your right hand to the foot as well. Push your foot up and back again. Break the pose. Left foot down, knee down. Kavyasana. All the transitions graceful, like you're doing a divine dance devotion. connection. So again, so as not to disturb the mind. Move like a shapeshifter, effortlessly, like you see in your dreams, fluidly and quietly. Break the pose into lizard. Your hands come down to the inside, to the left, the right foot. The right foot moves out to the edge of the mat. Lift the back knee up just to get a little movement to open up the hip a little bit. Push back the left heel as much as you can. And push back one more time. Lower the knee down, flatten up the toes. And see if you can, if your hips are low enough, fall onto your left form. Roll back to the right. Keep your knee close to the shoulder. Your shin should be vertical. Your knee, back knee in line with your heel. See if you can bring your body down. Closer and closer to the ground. If your hips are quite high, you can just stay on your hands, but just keep on trying to sink your hip down. Imagine there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. And then the weight will maybe get you, like if you visualize that weight, you might eventually be able to feel the weight and your hips might sink down. Use your imagination to achieve the effect. Merge with the form. Come back up. Back onto your hands. Bring your right foot in. So your legs are like a box again. You can do the test of lifting your foot up, bend the toes under and the back foot. The shoulder, head, shoulder, hip, and knee in the same line. Left hand can start on the outside of the knee, right hand on the seat or on the waist. Push your lower back up and in. Push your hand into your seat and pull down. Look behind you. If you can lean back. You can see if you can bring your right hand to the foot. Left arm goes over the head. Turn to the right. If you want to go into the full pose, come back. Ankle the toe and the knee towards the left. Anchor in place with your right hand so you can bring your left arm down. Eventually you want to have your armpit on the inside of the knee. Right hand on your left, and don't stay here just behind your leg. Push the right hand into your left. At the same time, raise the body up. As though you try to get your belly higher than the thigh. You're trying to get your center of your chest right behind your thumbs. Roll the right shoulder back. Turn your face and chest up. Do, of course, any variation again. Go to the right more. See if you bend your fingers in towards your wrist. Right hand moves your left hand underneath your leg. Right hand then goes over your back. Join your hands together. You can stay with your knee on the ground. If you have the balance, hold your breath. Push the left knee up. This, again, you can do with your hands in Anjali Mudra in prayer position, Mudra if you prefer. Break the pose. Hands again framing the front foot. Back into plank. Side plank now. This way. Better view. Left hand moves a little bit to the right. And turn. Spin on your feet so your legs stay crossed. If you're starting to drop into your shoulder, your hips are sagging, just lower your left knee down underneath your left hip and do it from here. Again, be mindful of it, be aware of your joints and your limitations. Come back to plank, go on the other hand now. Your right hand a little bit from the shoulder, keep your right arm fully extended. It's your plank, side plank. Good, now come back to plank, we'll do it one more time. Any variation this time. You can do this, including the same one as we just did. You can just repeat it. You can also see if you can lift your right leg up. This is also possible if your left knee is on the ground. And if you want to go further in this variation, slide your right toes back, turn on your left foot, push your hip all the way up, move your left foot in a little bit. Make sure the inside edge of the foot is down. The toes in the same line as the rest of your leg will help also with balance. So you can take your right foot up off the ground. If you can do that, take hold of the knee. You can keep going. If you have the flexibility, take hold of the foot. Build the pose gradually. Break the pose, come back into your plank. Go to the other side now. Go to your left. Feel free to stay in this pose or start to move into your variations. Left foot can come up and float, looking like a starfish, or start to move into a wild thing. Turn on the right foot at the same time as you're dragging your left foot back. Inside edge of that right foot is down. Push your hip all the way up. So you can take your left foot up off the ground. If you can, bring your knee close to your body, your belly, take hold of the knee, maybe even the foot. Lock your right leg in place and your right arm. Break the pose. Come back into your downward facing dog. Push your seat back, and this time jump to your hands, or you can walk to your hands. Come the front back, from the back actually, because I'll get out of the view of the camera, and push your thighs outwards, so to your back, so your arms, your wrists in line to your elbows. Bring your hands down. Lift your heels. Bring more weight onto your arms. So squeeze your knees against your shoulders, your shins against on your upper arms. Hold your breath. If you feel comfortable to do so, pull your toes away from the ground. Good. If you flex your feet, this will keep all the muscles engaged. You need to stay in a pose comfortably. And come back down. So in that pose, your shoulders are over the fingertips. Even if you don't lift your toes up off the ground, you'll just bring more weight on your arms. Next one, if you can go into teddy bear and into headstand if you like. So if you know that variation, you can go ahead. Come back into crow pose, and then tuck your head down, tuck your chin in, bring your forehead down. Try not to fall on your head, do it with control. And you can stay here, or you can bring your legs all the way up. You can also split your legs if you find it more easy to balance. Okay, so if you can't go from there, you can also come down from here. Do it from the ground up. Hands beside your knees, your head in front of your knees. You should have your head and your hands in a triangle, not with your hands on the same line as your head. Lift your seat up, bring your feet right close to your wrists. Try to get your seat over your shoulders, just underneath your knees, press against your elbows, and pull your toes away from the ground. Even just one foot at a time. Eventually, when you feel comfortable there, you can bring your toes up higher. If it's too much, you can just keep your forehead in front of your knees and lift your seat. Try to push your seat all the way up so that your hips are over your knees. If it's too much pressure on the back of the neck, you just move your head forward. So you're more on the top of the head as opposed to the back of the head. Either way, this is still an inversion. You still get all the benefits. So stay in the pose just for a bit longer. So if you're all the way up into headstand, keep your legs straight. Allow the veins of the legs to rest. Bring your attention to the center of the forebrow, the seat of divine perception. Make your mind one-pointed. Now come down with control. Those who want can land, see if they can land their shins back on the upper arms. Flex your feet, press into your hands, hold the breath. Take your head up off the ground before your feet come down. And then lower your feet down. So now, bring your seat behind your, I should need to move forward. You might need to move forward to the front of the mat. Bring your seat down and roll all the way back into plow pose. Bring your legs up high enough so you get your seat, your hands on your back. And again, on your abilities or how you're feeling, your seat can lay behind your shoulders. You can move your seat up higher so they're over your shoulders.
Extend your legs all the way. Bring your feet as far away from your head as possible so you get a nice back stretch. If your feet are all the way down, you can bring your hands on the ground, interlace your fingers, clasp the heels and the palms together. Those you want, bring your thighs onto your body, your knees on either side of the head, maybe even on the ground beside the shoulders. Nothing to do, nowhere to go but deep within. Beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond the emotions. These are not, again, representative of your true nature. Again, we come down, press your arms down onto the ground behind you, palms down. Control the descent so you don't come crashing down. So nice slow descent. Your belly and your thighs together for as long as possible, then only legs find to touch. They come down at a uniform speed. And once your feet are down, take a deep breath in. Exhale, imagine you faint to let go of all fatigue. And just slip your hands further underneath your seat so that you're sitting on your wrists. Move your fingers more closer to the feet. Hide your arms underneath your body. Lift your back up off the ground. Push your chest up, top of the head to the ground. If you can raise your legs 12 inches off the mat. You can in and start to breathe very fast through the nose like a sniffing dog. Top head on the ground. Lower the legs down, break the pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Go sit up. Paschimottanasana. Bend your knees, lift your body, your arms up, come forward, hinge your body onto your forward, belly on your thighs. To hold your feet or hug your legs, your body, hold your upper arms. If you can, slide your heels forward. Try not to detach your body from the thighs. Try to move your chest beyond your knees. And allow your body to sink onto the legs. Try to elongate. Imagine trying to get your chest below the knees. The top of the head almost touching your feet. Other variation, you can take both big toes, your 2 big fingers, your thumb on the outside of the big toes, and try to pull your toes right to your head. Roll your way up, hands behind your back, feet coming closer to your seat, toes pointed out to the corners of the mat, same with your hands, fingers facing back. Push your hips up if you can. Try not to sag like a couch. So push your hips up, same line as your knees and your shoulders, your chest high on the shoulders, the head goes back. And breathe very fast. If you can't sit up, if you have wrist issues, keep your seats on the ground, but bring your head back, your chest up. Okay, so now breathe very fast, make the belly jump. Lower the seat down, feet together, right hand behind the back, left arm up, go to the right. Push the left forearm against the outside of the right thigh, and keep your back straight. Push the lower back up and in. Use your right arm to prop your body up. Look over your right shoulder. Keep pushing your knees beyond the left edge of the body with your left arm. Back to the center, go to the other side, left arm up. Right arm up, left hand behind the back. Push your arm against the outside of the left thigh. Try to feel the rotation starting low in the body, close to the base of the spine. Continue to twist. Imagine you can see right through your skin at this spiraling action of the spine.
just rest the body now. Okay, so the whole body is sinking down. Make it receptive to all the best coming into the body. Feel so that we're flooding the body, coming in like big waves come onto the beach. Bring in everything you need. Direct it all to the spiritual heart again, in offering to God who resides there. And everything that you send to God, you share with all beings, because God is equally present in all beings. Strong desire to serve all beings through the practice, to offer everything up, to surrender to service. It renders the heart pure and expansive, the mind as well. Stay in that mindset of serving all beings and seeing God in all beings. Perhaps you'll have the sense that there's no other way to treat others except with the utmost love and compassion. Because who would want to hurt the divine? Who would want to hurt anybody if we know that the divine is within each and every one? And remember that this has to be exercised in your day-to-day lives as well. It doesn't just stop when you leave the mat. Continue to serve all beings in your day-to-day life. So now prepare for the mission by coming back to seated position. Come out of Shavasana. Make the transition in a way that is quiet, reverent, and soft. And we'll close the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within and send it to all beings. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day. Much love to all of you.